Hey Libra, this is your June 2019 channeled message from Spirit, followed up by an intuitive horoscope for you. So, since this is out a little bit late, let's just get straight to the message, shall we? Libras, a lot of heart chakra movement this month, a lot of not knowing how to love, a lot of thinking you need to be in control. You need to manage and monitor everything. And if we do it this way, then everything will work out right. That puts control in a relationship. It often leads to toxic relationships, one where nope, I have finally learned this. So, what oftentimes happens with people who have grown out of toxic families, you were born into, a family with unhealthy coping, unhealthy communication. When you're a child, you're dependent on them for support. As you get older and start to realize, oh my God, I could say no. Oh my God, I can do what I want to do. That is the perfect step for next growth for you. However, there is another step because if you stay here forever, that's going to leave you, Libra, to be in relationships where no, I don't want to do that. And if that bothers you, then that means there's something with you that you need to work on because I'm going to do my thing and everyone's supposed to make themselves happy. So you really need to go make yourself happy. Believe it or not, Libras, that would make you the person with narcissistic tendencies. It makes you the person who's now setting the control, the parameters around how you love, who you give love to, when you give love to, and nope, 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 I've given you too much. Oh, we haven't hung out in a week and that bothers you? Well, love comes from within, so you need to go work on yourselves. That makes you the person with narcissistic tendencies, Libra. That's not bad, that's not good. Understand where it came from, your childhood. Now be willing to go to the next level where what is the solution for both of us to feel positively uplifted now? Your needs are my needs are your needs. Because a lot of people with narcissistic tendencies need to understand, comprehend, learn the lesson that when you are truly with someone who wants a harmonious, positively uplifting relationship, one where it's two become one, you work together. It's understanding that your needs are important to them. You can go back and watch Kelly's video of why did I attract a narcissist to fully understand that when there's younger and there's trauma, especially enmeshment trauma, one where there was trauma where a parent needed to be, the parent made you guys the parent, the little kids the parent, you had to take care of a parent. There's two common routes. There's a golden child and the rebel child. The rebel child, they learn from a very young age, no one else is taking care of my needs. I therefore need to take care of my own needs. I need to take care of my own needs. I need to take care of my own needs. That is narcissistic tendencies. Narcissistic isn't that evil, demonized, negative connotation that's out there in the world today. It just means you have momentum built up and I need to take care of my own needs. So your biggest lesson to get to the next lesson of life for the completely harmonious, uplifting love is my needs are important and the person that I'm going to be with values our needs as equal. They're not going to be satisfied unless you're satisfied. You need to learn to let go of control of how the essence of your need is met. You need to do X, Y, Z to prove that you love me, or oh, it would really mean a lot to me if you go to my show. If the other person has something at work they have to go to, if you hold on to the viewpoint so much so, nope, if you really love me, you'll go. That puts pressure on them to need to behave in a certain way for you to feel loved. It feels like pressure for them. It feels like, well, if I don't do this one thing, they're going to act like I don't love them at all. It's very black or white thinking. If you do all these things right, that means you love me. Oh, you did this one thing that showed you didn't love me. That must mean you hate me, you're evil, you're a bad person. You got to find the gray area, Libra. With that, we invite Kelly to do 9 cards across spread. I need to make a video on healing. I'm just healing for that. Oh, we got a Libra in the house. Well, how'd that reading resonate with you so far? Oh, and guys, I have a 7, 8, 9. I have a giveaway this month. All you need to do is comment on any of the zodiac videos because I'm picking 12 winners this month for a month free access to my membership program. And there's two workshops this month. There's one tomorrow at 11. Let me see what time. At 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to announce the winners at 9 p.m. tonight. So there's going to be a little bit of a scramble for the workshop, but there's another workshop the 29th. If you guys want to learn more about my High Vibe membership club, go to kellylunt.com/high vibe or click in the link below. It's in the description. If you just want to win a membership, just comment below afterwards and get on in there. Okay, so for your 9-card spread, you got the King of Earth upright, the King of Fire upright. Wow, you guys are definitely kind of tossing and turning right now. You got the 7 of Air, Strength, Ace of Water, Emperor, Page of Earth, the Dreamer, Page of Fire. Okay, so you guys have really got, wow, got a lot going on, Libra. You grew up with a toxic family. Okay, so Libra, go watch that video, Why Did I Attract a Narcissist? Because in that video, I break down a little bit more. The person who becomes the golden child, they tend to become the codependent later in life. Then there's the person who became the rebel child. They tend to become the narcissist later in life. And neither one of those are bad or evil. They're just your starting point for which to grow from more. And the codependent essentially needs to learn how to identify what they want and how they feel, and that they can express it. The narcissist essentially just needs to learn my needs are just as important as theirs, and I now only date people who value my needs as much as theirs. It's serious lessons for both parties all involved. But that video definitely explains it more of why that kind of thinking comes up. So Libras, for the King of Earth and the King of Fire to come up in the very beginning, it's kind of like you're at this place of, I want to be calm, I want to be cool, I want to be collected, and I want to be gregarious, I want to be sharing, I want to be compassionate. The King of Fire is like a little bit of like, how do you defend yourself? It's kind of like that balance between are you speaking up for yourself and defending for what you believe in versus when is it too aggressive? Because sometimes when you are kind of born into those toxic, trauma-filled childhoods, and for a lot of you who had a lot of trauma growing up, you had a parent who was emotionally unavailable, Google the term CPTSD, because it's PTSD, but it's for people who had it. Their trauma was over an elongated period of time. You'll have fun just Googling that stuff and kind of getting some self-growth from it. The codependent or the narcissist, they both have that lesson of like, I can say no and I don't have to do this thing. If you've had so much of your life just kind of being the sheep, being the person who's pushed around, the very first time you say no, it does often come across aggressive, like a no, you can't harm me anymore. Okay, so that's like the King of Fire. And when you get great results from that, the other person's kind of like shook it up and go, oh, okay, well, we won't make you do it. It can lead you to thinking that you have to speak up that harshly to get your needs met. You're really at that point of struggle with the no, it can't be that way. Life can't feel like a fight. It can't feel like a fight. If I'm going to love someone, be with someone, share a home with them, marry them, start a family with them, I can't have it feeling like a fight. But you also know that that's one way to protect yourself. So you're really grappling with that issue this month of, how do I become collected, a loving person without getting pushed over? So that's definitely kind of the huge lesson you're learning this month. And no matter what, so you got the 7 of Air right after this, however you're thinking of approaching it right now is not the way to be going. It is not the way to be going. It's not the way to be doing it. Hey, everyone who's catching it live. You need to revise your plans for how you're doing it. And the advice for that is the Strength Major Arcana upright. The Strength card is where you really learn that emotional balance from within, that they don't have any impact, any influence on how I feel. I'm going to give you an example. One of my girlfriends right now, she's married, and it is a pretty toxic, abusive relationship, but there just became this moment in her head where it clicked. If he wants to stay out till 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 in the morning, I don't need to stay up all night worrying about him. If he wants to, throw stuff around the house, I don't need to let that bother me. It's the, oh, so that's how you want the furniture set up? Like, okay. And then you just walk on by. It's really where you get that internal resolve where you don't need the people in your immediate vicinity to treat you a certain way for you to feel loved. And when I was home for 3 months, I was living with, I was just going back, visiting, hanging out with family. I had to sit down and have a conversation with my mom where I went, Mom, I understand that you and my uncle like are not getting along right now. And I understand that when I stay and live at their house, I understand that it has a negative impact on you. And I'm sorry, I'm not picking sides right now. I'm genuinely making a decision that's better for me. I need to be able to make decisions while here that benefit me. I cannot get my work done at your place. It's not set up for it. The lighting's not right. The internet connection's not good enough. That's the internal strength. I'm going to communicate something that I know will hurt the other person, but it's a, look, I don't mean it to be that way. I'm really just doing what's best for me and what's best for my clients. And it's not needing them to change. I don't need my mom to change, because my mom did ask me like, okay, Kelly, well, why are you doing more of your work there? Why isn't this workable? I was like, well, Mom, you remember the last 3 times I came home to do work? Remember, you walked in on me when I was on a YouTube Live. And you walked in on me when I was on a client call. And Dad would shout in the background of my videos. As much as it's kind of fun, like, ha, 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 Kelly has a YouTube channel. How fun is it? I take this very seriously, and I want my clients to have a good experience when they watch my videos, especially if they're paying me money for one-on-one work. It's knowing that holding that resolve doesn't need to feel like a fight, like a no, Mom, you will not fuck up my videos. Fuck you. And no, that's the King of Fire. You're feeling that aggression within you, Libra. But instead, it's the King of Earth. It's the, look, I really don't want to hurt your feelings. That's not my intention. It's just, my intention is to rock my business and give my clients the best experience that I can possibly give them. And in order to do that, I need to do X, Y, Z. It's not personal. So I hope you guys kind of see that little bit of a difference. And it's knowing that I have nothing to feel bad about, that I had to say that to my mom. I had nothing to feel bad about. You have nothing to feel bad about for what you guys want. So if you guys are either codependent or narcissistic, the rebel child or the golden child, Alice Miller is the author. I don't have it up on my website right now. Sorry, I wish I could make it easier for you guys. But the author's name is Alice Miller, and she has done extensive research, extensive books on how to heal from golden child or rebel child. And you could also watch my videos, Why Did I Attract a Narcissist? I put some healing stuff in there as well. But Alice Miller, I'm forgetting the name of the book that you need. One of her books is Drama of the Gifted Child. That book was written for the perspective of the therapist, the clinical therapist working with the patient. She has another book out that's written for the patient's viewpoint. Oh my God, guys, go read that book. Go find it. Alice Miller, Google it, see her books. It should come up and should be apparent, because that's going to help you so much. Because once you guys kind of learn that you can speak that way without being aggressive, you can speak that way just from the core knowing that I'm saying this because this is what's on my heart and what's best for me and my heart. That's when you're going to get the Ace of Water. You're going to start taking a whole new direction in love, a whole new way. Oh, look at it. You got the Page of Earth and you got the Page of Fire. So it looks like you guys are definitely balancing. How do I stick up for myself without coming across as the aggressive asshole? Pretty much, guys, to sum it up. So you're going to take the Ace of Water, a whole new direction on love, and you are going to be kind of balancing because, sometimes when you are around people, especially if you're around toxic people with borderline personality disorder, if you give them an inch, they take a mile, So it's kind of like you're just really going to be grappling with that, wrestling with it a bit. Alice Miller's work will help you guys a lot. But you're going to take the new journey towards just kind of let me explore and see new ways that love can be experienced, new ways that relationships can be experienced. And so it's followed by the Emperor, which it's kind of like okay, I'm set in the ways that I've developed, all the coping mechanisms that I've developed. today, and it's what's kept me safe. So I'm the emperor. I'm going to protect myself. And, if I come across a little aggressive, a little mean, I kind of don't care because I now know how to protect myself. So it's good that you have that level of self confidence, that level of self assuredness of, no, I know how to say no, and you're a no. It looks like you're just really going to be fine tuning that with the Page of Fire, the Dreamer. The Dreamer is the Fool card in traditional tarot, and Page of Fire. It's really just going to be, I know how to protect myself up until this point, but I'm now at a place where I want to be on the journey of getting ready to see about that ever elusive, all loving relationship. Since I know this way works for me for now, I'm willing to explore and experiment with new ways of communicating. So it's going to be kind of that point of your life where you might read some books. Nonviolent communication would probably be another good one for you guys. The title is really scary and really makes it sound like it's only for mean, angry people. Hey, don't let the title scare you guys. It really breaks down communication, and it gives you a plethora of different ways of how to word things, because that's all you really need. You really just need like exposure of, well, how do you communicate now? Well, how do you communicate now? Well, how do you communicate now? It's just different ways of how to communicate. So you guys are definitely at a place of exploring new ways to communicate that also, okay, I'm going to word it a couple ways for you guys. It's new ways to communicate that also protect you, okay? New ways to communicate that also allow yourself to hold yourself in a positively uplifted way and the other person. New ways of communicating that allow for both people to win, both people to feel good. I'm not talking about compromise where it's, I got what I wanted last time, so you get what you want this time. I mean one where it's like well, babe, I kind of miss you. I want some love and connection and time and attention with you. I'd love to go out Friday, but I ultimately just want to feel some love and connection with you and spend some time with you. If you focus on, you have to go out with me Friday, that's you being the narcissistic tendencies. That's you being the black or white thinking. You either love me or you don't. If you do I'd love to go out with you Friday because ultimately I'm looking for love and connection and I just miss you and I want to spend some time with you. That gives them the, shoot, babe, you know what? Friday I'm doing XYZ and I really can't miss that because it would help me, do XYZ in my career. But, I'll tell you what, like, what if we Saturday go on this day trip, Sunday spend some time with family, and what if I take Monday off of work? Do you see how when you focus on the essence of what you want, not the thing, not the event, not the outing, but if you focus on the, I just miss you and I want some time with just you and me, that gives the other person the freedom to look at their needs too and go, okay, I have my friend's need. It is now part of my circle of needs, but I have the need for my career. I have the need for my family. I have the needs for my other friends. So, okay, babe, what if we do it this way, this way, this way? Then it's an active dialogue between you two versus a dictatorship. Okay, so nonviolent communication will help. Honestly, guys, go read Alice Miller. I wish I had her work up on my website to make it easier for you guys to find the book, but go read her books, man. Oh, it's going to be profound and healing for you guys. And don't forget, if you want a free month membership to my High Vibe Club, if you just want to join, go in there and join. There's 2 levels. You can read all about it at kellylunt.com/high vibe. If you want a free membership, just comment after the video is posted. I'm going to announce the winners tonight at 9 p.m. June 14th. Because the first workshop is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I love you guys. Happy healing. Mwah.